Hi, 8th grade. Welcome to lesson 4.4, Interpret Two-Way Frequency Tables. By the end of the lesson, I want you to be able to say, I can display and interpret relationships between paired categorical data. Let's explore it. The owners of a ski resort want to know which is more popular, skiing or snowboarding. The resort conducts a poll asking visitors their age and which activity they prefer. The results are shown in the table. So we've got the ages, we've got 35 and under, over 35, we've got skiing, snowboarding, and totals. So part A, use the table to describe the visitor's poll. There's multiple different options for this. So I want you to pause the video, write down something you think, and we'll get some participation. Okay, hopefully we got a few different answers, but one thing I can say is that the younger people prefer boarding. Older prefer skiing. Yeah, and there were more older people. There were more older people surveyed. There were less younger people surveyed. More total people liked snowboarding. Less total people liked skiing. There was a total of 100 people surveyed. List goes on and on. What information can the owners of the ski resort determine from the data in the table? They can determine which age group prefers which activity, and make a statement that's supported by the data. So we can say, of the 35 and under, so out of 43 total people, 35 and under, less than half, or less than 50%, prefer skiing. That makes sense to me because snowboarding is kind of a newer sport, so lots of the youngins like to try it. And if anybody's ever gone snowboarding, it is painful. So younger people tend to bounce back from an injury faster than older people. How else might you display the data to show the relationship between people's ages and which activity they prefer? You could also show them as percents. But we will get into that next lesson. Example number 1. Construct a two-way frequency table. Jensen asked 100 people at his school whether they prefer digital or print textbooks. Construct a two-way frequency table that shows the relationship between the person's position and their textbook preference. So we say here talks about students. And this row talks about teachers. This column talks who likes digital, and this column talks about who likes print. So these are categorical data. Categorical data consists of data that fall into categories. They do not have an inherent order, unlike numerical data. So if you look at this frequency table first, I should have put this one first. They ordered it just like they ordered it on the computer screen here. Students, teachers, then total, digital, print, then total. So the totals, all you have to do is add them up. So in the row, 42 plus 28 gives me 70. 6 plus 24 gives me 30. Or you can add vertically. 42 plus 6 gives me 48. 28 plus 24 gives me 52. And an easy way to check that your two-way data frequency table is correct is by adding and getting your total. 70 plus 30 is 100. and 48 plus 52 also is 100. The other way to do it, instead of having people at school on the left-hand side, we can have people at school at the top. And instead of having textbooks on the top, you can have it on the side. So you can just flip-flop the data. You still get the same information. Still the total is 100. Still the total of students is 70. The total of teachers is 30. So on and so forth. Let's try it. A weatherman asked 75 people from 2 different cities if they own rain boots. So there's a total of 75 people. That's our total out of both cities. Complete the two-way frequency table to show the results of the survey. Now, if I was thinking horizontally, I know that whatever goes in this box plus 19 equals 32. So go the other way around, I can do 32 minus 19. I have to borrow, but that's going to give me 13. So I know 13 people from city A said yes. Now, if I wanted to go vertically, I know that 13 plus 28 has to give me what's in this box. So 13 plus 28, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 41. So in this box is 41. Now I can check if 41 plus 34 equals 75, I've done it right. And it does. The next box I can do is no, people who say no for rain boots. I know that 19 plus whatever goes in this box has to equal 34. So I can do 34 minus 19. I have to borrow. This would be 15. So I know in this box goes 15. Last but not least, to fill out the last box, 28 plus 15 has to go in here. 28 plus 15 should give me 43. And to double check, I can see that 32 plus 43 is 75. So bingo, our two-way frequency table is correct. What pattern do you see in the two-way frequency table? The totals equal the grand total. So that's like our check. So the totals of the rows, the totals of the columns equal the grand total. Example 2, interpret a two-way frequency table. So given a two-way frequency table, can we say what it means? The two-way frequency table shows the results of a media survey. People respond to the question, do you spend more time watching the Winter or the Summer Olympics on television? Decide if the following statement is true or false. Explain. More men than women watch the Winter Olympics more. So they say men, 45 men that watch the Winter Olympics out of the total of 79 men. So that gives me this. Gives me 0.57. Women who watch the Winter Olympics are 27 out of 71. So that gives me this. So it is true because 45 out of 79 men watch the Winter Olympics, which is a greater ratio, a greater decimal than 27 out of 71. Example 3, put them both together. Construct and interpret a two-way frequency table. 200 people responded to a survey. That's where we get our total from. Of those who had green eyes, so green eyes, 7 had blonde hair. So green eyes with blonde is 7. 9 had brown hair, and 2 had red hair. Of those who had brown eyes, so we're in the brown column, 76 had blonde hair, 89 had brown hair, and 17 had red hair. Construct a two-way table to display these data. So we only know the information that's highlighted. We were able to find the rest of it with the totals. So 7 plus 9 is 16, plus 2 equals 18. 76 plus 89 plus 17 equals 182. Now we'll do vertically. 7 plus 76 equals 83. 9 plus 89 equals 98. 2 plus 7 equals 19. Now our check is that if 18 plus 182 equals 200, and it does. And horizontally check, 83 plus 98 plus 19 equals 200. So it all checks. Identify the least common combination of eye and hair color. Explain. So the least common combination is going to be 1. It's always going to be out of 200 because that's the total. It's the one with the smallest number. So red hair with green eyes. Because 2 is in the green row in the red column, green-eyed people with red hair is the least common combination. Let's try it. 100 students, so that tells me right away there were 100 total students. Were asked how they traveled to school. Of the girls, 19 rode in a car, so 19 girls rode in a car. 7 girls rode the bus, and 27 took the train. Of the boys, 12 took the train, 25 rode in a car, and 10 rode the bus. Construct a two-way frequency table, then tell which mode of transportation is the most popular. Explain. So horizontally, I got to do 25 plus 10 plus 12. So 25 plus 10 plus 12 is 47. And now we'll do the girls, add up how many total girls there were. 19 plus 7 plus 27. I believe that is 23. 2, 4, 5. So there's a total of 53 girls. Now we'll add up the total of people that ride cars. So that's 25 plus 19. So that's 44. Add the bus, 10 plus 7 is 17. Add the train, 12 plus 27 is 39. Now to double check, we do 47 plus 53. That does equal 100. And to check horizontally, 44 plus 17 plus 39. 9 plus 4 is 13. There's 100. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 8, 9. Something went wrong because I only get 90. So let me double check my math here. There's something wrong with my totals at the bottom. 39, 25 plus 19. I figured it out. There's nothing wrong with my totals. There's something wrong with this addition that I did. So I'm going to erase this and start over. So 9 plus 7 is 16, plus 4 is 20. So this should be a 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, 100. It checks out. Nice. Okay, now tell which mode of transportation is the most popular. Now they're not asking us between boys and girls. They're just asking us between car, bus, and train. So I want to look at, out of these 3 totals, out of 100, which one is the most popular? And it is car. Because most people travel by car. All right, 8th grade, let's say it. I can display and interpret relationships between paired categorical data. Have a great day.